Welcome to race 2, starting last on the grid because I failed to put in a qualifying lap. And a poor start, but that's okay, there's plenty of opportunity to catch up the field, says me to myself as I'm chasing down the entire rest of the field. Still fairly confident, as I've seen in previous races, people tend to go off and leave gaps and you know, it's rookies. People aren't the perfect drivers, that's for sure. So at this point in the race I'm just trying to find my rhythm, find my pace. I know that I'm not that far off the pace. I know that I can put in some decent laps, some 122s, fairly consistently, because I've been practicing since my last race. Green goes off there a little bit, so I managed to squeeze through, that was nice. Fairly easy overtake. And then we are settling into the middle of the pack. I'm assuming that guy got a drive-through because he had no damage. Either way, another place for me. That's good. So I've already made up a couple of places now. Feeling fairly comfortable, not feeling particularly threatened from behind. And I'm thinking I can probably catch this guy in front. Now the guy does exactly what I do at that corner quite a lot, and he goes off into the sand, and it was perfect because it was a nice clean overtake for me, and I'm now behind the blue car. Now the number 5 car was a decent driver. And I was thinking this is going to be quite a nice battle. See if I can get some ground. Keep up with him, you know. It's quite a handy way to keep some pace going, is to get behind someone and just follow them, not too close. Unfortunately, I held a straight line there and he bumped off me. As you can see here, I went for the overtake and he swerved in front of me a little bit. So I just thought I'll hold my line, and for some reason he just drove over into me and bounced off. But he did well. He held it on the grass. In the last race, that's where I went pinging off into the trees. But he managed to hold it, and props to him, you know. He's held the position. We've also had the number 1 car there go off. So now number 5 and number 1 have got a little battle of their own. Because the number 1 car was pretty quick, he just kept making mistakes. Now I'm feeling fairly comfortable in my rhythm. That corner doesn't scare me anymore. I got on the practice laps and got round quite a bit. Now, my race got a little bit boring after this, so I thought we'd follow cars 1 and 5, because they had a nice battle going all the way around, and they battled for a couple of laps before it all went horribly wrong, as you'll see. Car 1 and 5 battling plays into my hands a little bit, because it means I'm not pressured from behind, even though the 2 cars behind me are probably as quick as me. Nice exit on that corner there. I don't usually get that quite so right, so I think I carried a good bit of speed down the straight here. You can see Blue having a little look around the side of the car number 1. It'll be interesting to see what he does. I'm keeping it fairly tidy now. I'm quite pleased. Only my second race, but already I wasn't half as nervous for this one as I was for my first race. Not really making any mistakes, but also not really pushing the car to the limit. 1 and 5 behind me, still having a little bit of a battle. Again, I'm fairly tidy around these corners now. Still don't always find the best line through this bit, and that's why my times aren't particularly brilliant. I've not got great pace. It's only my second race, but I'm doing okay. Now cars 1 and 5 coming into that complex, and they're pushing. Car 5 is definitely pushing car 1 there. Car 5's squirming around quite a lot on the track. Heading into the corner, he had a little look, but one closes the door and on they go. Then down the main straight. It's a good straight this, and it's the best place to overtake is this first corner, because it's fairly wide radius and you can get quite a bit of space around there, and there's because it's such a wide radius, there's quite a lot of lines you can take down there. And as you can see behind, Blue took advantage of that, so the number 5 car took advantage of that corner. You can see he's got ahead of number 1 behind, so let's take a look at that overtake. It's fairly straightforward. Blue just outdoes him on the straight, brakes, gets a good line through the corner, nice and tidy, and that line through the corner gives you a really good exit. Don't know why he's gone on the grass. Maybe he's getting warnings that car number 1's on his left, but a solid job there. We got past him. Meanwhile, I'm having a pretty boring race here now. I'm not going to catch the car in front of me because I don't have the pace. I'm a little bit worried that car number 5 will catch me up now. And I've seen him being quite aggressive already in the race. So I guess we'll see what happens, see if he catches me up. Took that corner fairly relaxed there, didn't really push it, didn't want to overdo it. But I've never really had any problems at that corner, apart from going on the grass a little bit. Now here we go. 5 is pushing it a little bit too much, trying to stay ahead of 1. I think 1 had the better pace, and 5 just spins it out on that corner. And that corner is pretty horrible if you're pushing and you're not paying attention, and you lose concentration, you spin it out. Now he's nearly taken out 2 of the cars as well, so he's slowed down the entire field there that are behind me. So perfect for me, not so good for car number 5. But it's one of those things, he was just racing hard and he spun it. 1 didn't really have the opportunity to get out of the way. And there's me. So this was lap 8, and I managed to somehow slide around the corner, lose control, slam the brakes on, but by the time I hit the brakes I was already heading into the wall. And the grass is so slippy, and that just panned me. I had to go into the pits and get repaired. So that ruined my race really. But I'd had a really comfortable set of laps before that, and that was lap 8. So I wasn't particularly concerned. I'd got some more good practice in. I'd raced around other cars a bit, managed to avoid a couple of things. Here he is, all over the grass, flying around the corner and approaching the final straight and the finish. I really enjoyed this race. I learned an awful lot. I hope you've enjoyed it. Car 1 and 5, their battle was more interesting than my race, so I thought, why not show you that? And there we go. End of race 2, P11. I'll take it. Thanks for watching.